All right, we're going to be watching WXY9EX. I have no idea how I'm supposed to pronounce this, but they're going to be playing Sigma on Havana. This is what they said. Washed up Masters 3 player asking for help when facing Ball and Widow. Hello, just looking for some feedback. I took a break from Overwatch for a while. I came back pretty terrible. Aside from the extremely rusted mechanics, can you tell me some mistakes I'm making? I can tell I'm forgetting to use cover more than I should. My thought process with the Sigma pick was to just let the ball do his thing, try to deny the enemy Widow, and pray that I get more value. Any and all advice welcome. Alright, so I've taken a look at this game. It's not too long of a game, so we'll go through the whole thing. It's interesting because your problems are somewhat atypical, I would say, of most people at this level. There are times in your gameplay where you look like a Masters player, and there are times in your gameplay where you look like a Gold player, and it's really weird. It's kind of unusual in the situation. I think often I talk a lot about like mechanics or aim. Those actually aren't your problems. I think your aim is pretty good. Like your aim is very believably Masters. You can reliably execute the one-shot rock combo. It doesn't surprise me that you took a break from Overwatch because you stop shooting sometimes when you think it's gonna one-shot somebody. But that got patched out a few patches ago. I can't remember which season that was. But that was removed. So you now need to they have like 5 or 10 health left, so you can no longer do rock plus 2 shots for an insta kill. But your overwhelming biggest problem is that you don't walk forwards. Like you're not nearly aggressive enough when you need to, and it's completely present through a lot of your play, which is funny because your mechanics are actually good enough that you could totally carry games if you were just really aggressive. But it feels like you play super passively a lot of the times, and you're like shielding off and kind of like hoping that your teammates kill somebody instead of just walking forward and killing them yourself. So we're gonna cover that. So all right, fine, whatever. We walk through our raids, dynamite. All right, I don't think you really need the shield right away. I think that this is an opportunity to come out, to swing here, like see, hey, what's going on? Okay, there's a Widow, right? Toss shield, start walking forwards, take this corner. Because you don't know what the opposing tank is yet. I mean, there's a Ball right now, but at this moment in time, you could turn and try to deal with the Ball, but like the Ball's gonna have like 500 extra health right now, so what's the point? Like, it's not even worth your time. Like, just A, move the cart, or B, take this corner. So something to think about here is you play Havana. Do I have a Havana? Yeah, I do have a Havana map guide. So you should watch my Havana map guide. You play super passively. Like, you kind of like, oh, I'm going to like slowly inch forward, right? The problem with doing this is that when they're playing high ground, so let's actually skip forward a little bit. So you'll see that nothing stops the Widow from taking shots here. You know what I mean? Like this shield, okay, great, the shield's on the right. Does that stop her from shooting anybody in your team? It does not. The shield's like doing nothing. Even if you shield her right here, she just goes to this window. Right? Or goes to this window. It's like impossible to cover all the possible angles using the shield, right? The further away you are, the easier it is for her to find an angle where somebody will be exposed at that moment in time. So the shield is really just kind of like a band-aid over the core problem. The core problem is widows and windows. How do I clear her out of windows? And the way you clear out of windows is that you gotta go up, you gotta take this corner, and from this corner you can spam out the windows really easily, right? Just in this one, spam, 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 whatever it is. If there's like multiple people up there, like say the Baptiste stays here, with her, you can either keep moving the cart and catch them on the rotation, because eventually they need to rotate, or you can go up here and deal with it yourself. You almost never need to do that, though. I would say the vast majority of the time, if you can take this corner, right, and you're holding this corner and you're spamming out the windows, almost always she's going to reposition to someplace else. So that's going to be your core issue, is that you just don't do enough to like do anything in the situation, right? So game started. So let me rewind even further. So 355, right? Ball goes for slam. Okay, sure, if you want to wait right now, it's fine. I have no idea why you're standing still. I would treat this, right? Walk forwards. Walk forward. Like, you have to walk forwards right now. Good. All right, so we're walking forwards. You see how you're backing up? Don't back up. No reason to back up. You have full health until you take that shot right there. You got a half health shield. You got grasp. You have a team right behind you. They have cart as cover. Walk forwards and take this corner. Like, I cannot emphasize this enough. You need to walk forwards. You see how you're playing really back here? If you play back, that means that all the pressure that would have been on you, right? All the people that would have been shooting at you, shoot your team instead. The Ashe isn't going to shoot anyone on your team if you're walking up here like in her face. Does that make sense? Like, she is going to have to deal with you because every second that you get a little bit closer, she's going to get closer to dying because you're just significant danger. But if you play way back here, she's not afraid of you. This is outside of your range, right? You're only lucky to be able to hit this because the ball bumped you forwards right now. So again, see, like you're trying way too hard to shield off. First of all, if you're shooting off anybody, it should be the Widow. A. B, it's like the primary goal is like you just need to kill or do something. It's totally okay right now if you didn't even shield off high ground and just use shield to make sure you kill the Ashe. Like if you're like, oh look, I don't know if I can kill the Ashe on the shield, put out shield, use the shield to kill the Ashe. Like that has to be your priority right now. You're just not as much of a threat. You see how the Ashe is like completely ignoring you, right? Like, well actually, she's not ignoring you anymore. She should have been ignoring you. Okay, guess she is shooting you right now, as there is nobody else available because the ball has zoned the rest of your team. But generally speaking, you need to be walking forwards, right? It's really important to be walking forwards. You also should not be walking out this way. Generally, I think your cover usage is not that bad. I think this is probably an example where you do it incorrectly. Play this room. Like, this room is actually very, very strong for offense because it gives you access to their backline. Once you have this room, they can't stand here anymore. They have to back up to here or here, depending on like what their heroes are and like their tank positioning, right? But with no ball, they have no front line here. You have to punish by walking forwards. You have the right general idea here, which is ignore the ball and pressure the team. You're just not pressuring enough, and you've taken too much damage here now because you were away from cover. All right, let shield go. That's fine. Right? You obviously need to chill right now and need to get healing. I don't know why you didn't attack this ball again. You knew this ball was low. Like right here, you see the ball is low. This should be another 2 attacks and this ball is dead. The ball drops all the way down to 51 health. One hypersphere with Discord would have killed him. I have no idea why you did not attack here. Like, you need that killer instinct as tank. You have to be like go for the kill. Like, attack to the left right now. He dies. He dies. Instant win right now. And then you save 3 minutes of time on the clock because it ends up taking you quite a while to actually win this fight. So notice again, why are people dying? Well, the Widow's gonna peek here, gets a kill, right? Hits the Zen, right? Now you're finally putting some pressure on her. But like, that's the whole point. Damage pressure is the only thing that will stop the Widow from killing your team, right? Like everything else where you just kind of put the shield in front or just like walk around is not gonna do anything. But at this point, you sort of need to back up because you lost your Ashe, right? You're clearly not getting healed enough. You're getting Discord here. You don't have great cover, right? Now you're in trouble. Again, try to get to the inside room, right? Inside room, very, very strong. I guess the Yurari is actually on the right, but she shouldn't be there. Exactly. Yeah, I was going to say, I did not know that was going to happen, by the way. She shouldn't be on the right side because this is a really bad angle. Like, Widow has really great access. Your team should just take this left room so that Widow can't do anything, and then you just walk forward and win, right? That's how you do this. Again, you don't need to push this way. See, you're trying really, really, really hard to try to shield this off. It's fine. Just walk up left, then attack her. Throw up shield then, if that's what you really need to do. But, like, I think, honestly, you just save shield for yourself. Just pressure the Widow, and she's going to be gone, like, very, very quickly. Right? So, at this point, you're already under her. Like, balls are bringing around. Yeah, just chill. Obviously, you need health here. One sec. Good. All right. So, this is the moment where, hey, look, what do your team need you to do? You just need to keep applying pressure. I don't know that you really want to be playing the right side of the cart because if you step up here, you can get shot from 1, 2, 3 possible angles. If you play the cart here, you can only get shot from 1, 2 possible angles, right? I would just play behind the cart here and just keep working them down, right? Work down, work down, work down, rotate this way, work down, right? And if you rotate to truck, they're going to have to continue backing up to the cars in the back, which is great. That's exactly what you want, right? Bob comes in. I don't think you have any way. Yeah, you couldn't have interrupted this. You don't have rock. So you're going to get stuck here. You do a good job not moving right now. Yep, just making sure you don't die. Zen comes in with the save. Great. So now the trance is popped, what do we need to do? Walk forwards, get kills. It's a 5-on-4 situation. You have trance. Walk forwards, get kills. Don't forget about the mines. Just like walk forwards, kill everybody. Yep. I think rock's too early, but you see, you did the combo right there. Yep. Get the good, right? Great. That's like your first kill. So balls on you. That's fine. Who cares? I don't really know why you. Oh, I guess you threw shield out for the BAP. I sort of understand that. I would have saved it because that BAP's really far away. Like this is. Let me back up. This is outside of BAP's effective range. Like BAP is not doing a lot of damage because he's going to suffer from damage fall off. I'm not so worried about the damage here. I think having the shield here for the ball would have been more effective. But I understand why you didn't think of that. It's like a tough read to make in the moment. So you lose your Zen. As soon as I see this, I know the Zen's dying. Like, you have 1 second left on cooldown. Like, this Zen is dying no matter what. I would just go over here and kill the Baptiste. Because you're never killing this ball, right? There's no way that you could possibly kill this 836 health ball. It's just not going to happen. Even if he decided to fight it out here, it would still take you, I don't even know how long. It would take you do what, like 75 damage a second ballpark? It would take you 11 seconds, give or take, right? Assuming the adaptive shields didn't expire in time to kill him. Like, it's if he was standing still, you hit every single shot. Like, this is clearly not a viable plan. Just go and kill the Baptiste right now because there's a lot of people missing, so you have a potential here to put a lot of pressure on the Baptiste. But yep. So the thing is, if you push the Baptiste right here, right? If you went to the right and pushed the Baptiste, they already could have healed you from the window. You could have kept that pressure. But if you want to reset, I think this is also still fine. Looking for the Baptiste, great. Yep, Baptiste is in the open. You hit the rock. It's good hit on the Baptiste. You're like trying to I don't know, shield right now instead of confirming the kill on the Baptiste. And this is what I'm saying, is like you need the killer instinct, right? You hit him, you hit one in the air, I want the kill. Do another attack right here, right to the left of the car, bam, instant kill. Like, that's what you need to be going for. Don't bother shielding the Whittle, right? Especially since you already shot and got a kill, like, it's over at that point. Alright, so you have a ball here, or rather a Reaper. So you need to chill for a second, because you have to confirm, hey, where are my supports? Because you already died already, and your Moira is still coming back, because you would have known that your other support was dead. You need to chill right now. I need to retreat. You need to play slow. Alright, you really don't want to be here. Yeah. So you're just not reading like that you don't have any supports at this point in time. Alright, ball feeds for some reason. Alright. This is a great example. Like, if you're gonna do this, right? Yeah, kill the ball. Again, I don't really know that you need to throw shield right now. You're like no danger of dying. At full health, this far away, you're in no danger of dying. Okay? I would have saved it, seen if I take a shot, then get up here, now start moving the shield forwards, and then come up here, and then as soon as shield breaks, if it needs to, then I can step inside. You're just playing like way too far in the open. Also, you don't see that Venom mine. Yeah, see that grass really didn't do a lot. You honestly could have died here. Alright, Bob's in. Great follow. So, this would have really been a really good opportunity for Flux if this Bob was not way off target. Alright, okay. Go for the Ash. Great. See, this is how I know that you've played Overwatch before. You stop attacking right away, even though it's like, I knew immediately this was not going to be a kill because the combo no longer works. Alright, and that's a good shield, right? That's a good shield. But you see how your body language here? You walk forwards, you shield, and then we're going to see you walk backwards. Right? You shield, you walk forwards. Why are you walking backwards? Don't walk backwards. Walk up, take this corner away from them, fight is over. That's all you have to do right now. But you walking backwards is a misread on the situation, right? You've lost nobody so far. You know the ball died and just respawned, and the Zen just died, so you have an opportunity to keep walking forwards. Like, it's not your job to stay on cart. Just walk off the cart and just make sure to clear this out. If you clear all this out, your team will eventually deal with the ball, and you're good to go. I think it's a huge mistake right now to over-focus on the ball. I don't even know that you need to clear these mines. Like, I'm sure you cleared it because you're like, oh, I need to make sure my teams can get to the cart. Forget it. It doesn't matter. Literally just walk forwards, kill the Widow here, and you're good to go. See, your Mercy is doing the correct thing here, which is going up and taking space. But I would like to point out, like, that's how you're not reading this correctly, because she's going up. She's like, look, the priority here is not the ball, it's not the cart, it's get the kills. She's trying to confirm this kill on the Widow so she can get the res on. Her aim is terrible. Actually, I take that back. Her initial aim was terrible, but then after that, she puts it together. Alright, great. Right? Oh my god, she goes to the rest. So, like this, let's look at what you were doing while this happens, okay? So, Reaper comes down, he dies right here. You should, for the record, already have been here in the Widow space, which would have prevented your Reaper from dying, but fine, whatever. At this point in time, you still have the opportunity to kill the Widow. What are you doing? You rock the ball, you shoot the ball, right? You get bumped around by the ball, still looking at the ball, still looking at the ball, right? Now you start walking forwards, now you've lost your Mercy, right? Now you're just chilling here, right? Ball finally dies, honestly, there's no reason for him to die there, right? And then you start walking over here. Like, you lost so much time. This cart would have already capped if you just walked forward and just dealt with the Whittle from the very beginning. I cannot emphasize enough that you need to be so much more aggressive. I don't know what this Baptiste is doing. Okay, well, great, we'll take it. Alright, so we capped. You're going to go up and take left stair. I think that's a good call. I wouldn't have bothered with that rock, but it's okay. I don't think it's a big deal either way. Again, like, I can read, just like from playing Overwatch a lot, right? This ball is not going to die. It doesn't matter if I land rocked and I have 100% accuracy. It doesn't matter if every single hero here, your entire team has aimbots, this ball is not going to die. There's just literally no way mathematically this ball can die, right? He's got 700 health and there's a million corners that he can walk around. There's no way this ball is going to die. It's just impossible. It's fine. Just like ignore him. Like literally, I know it seems crazy, right? But like you're going over here, I just like walk away at my cool, right? I just attack him and I walk over here and I just go back over here. Like literally ignore him completely. I cannot emphasize enough that the ball gets so much value by you just trying to slow down and focus him down when he's no real threat to you. It's not like he was going to kill your teammate unless you focus him down, right? Like your whole team's full health, your supports are here, the ball can't do anything. All right, he slams. All right, I think this is a reasonable rock. Yeah, I think this is a good one, right? He clearly overextends here. He goes in pretty deep, and he does not have adaptive shields. right? I don't know if you're tracking this or not, but I knew right away from the timing that he's not going to have adaptive shields because he just used it a few seconds ago, and adaptive shields has a really, really long cooldown. Right, so watching that over again, slam, he uses adaptive shield to get away. That's 15 seconds, right? Rolls around. This is mostly for other people's benefit, I think you knew this already, right? He resets. Now he tries to go for the same engage again, but this is a mistake because he doesn't have adaptive shields. If he has adaptive shields, he's good. But without it, one sleep / you missed the rock, but the sleep got him, and then now he just dies. This is a big mistake on his part. But great. So ball's dead. What does that mean? Walk forwards, take this room, which is what you're going to try to do, I believe. Don't worry so much about shielding right away. Like when you have your supports on you, you don't need to shield immediately. You know what I mean? Like you can take a little bit of damage here while walking in and save the shield for a little bit longer. Don't over prioritize the Widow. Like just ping where she's going and then focus on dealing with the rest of the team. Right? I would not expect the Widow. See? Yeah, exactly. So you have a window here a window of opportunity where you can walk up and you can take this room for free. The reason being is there's no ball. Okay, you basically single-handedly, you plus a support, can clear all three of these people and force them outside or into the far side of the map, right, and cluster them together. But instead of taking that opportunity, you're going to slow down here and go after this Widow, which is really not your job in the situation, right? She's over here, like I said, just ping her, take one shot while I'm running, and just keep walking forwards. But because you start walking back here, you see the Ashe sees you coming, and then she's retreating, which is the correct call, right? She's like, oh shoot, the Sigma's going to push me. As soon as you turn back to the left, look at the Ashe. The Ashe now is like, oh, cool, you're going to give up the angle? Great. And now she has an opportunity to look for shots again, right? There happens to be nobody there at that moment, but she didn't even have to give this up. I think from the Ashe's perspective, she's so surprised that you did not continue pushing on the right side, which is the correct thing to do, right? You spent all this effort trying to go after the Widow. This is not your job. I cannot emphasize this enough. It is not your job to do this. You're being super ineffective right now with your time. This allows the ball to regroup, so now we're back into a 5-on-5 situation. And unfortunately, your Reaper throws his life away for whatever reason. I have no idea what the heck is the plan here. Yeah, this is not a high IQ moment. Anyway, so now you're in a 4-on-5 situation, which is unfortunate. So now I'm thinking, okay, there's a really good chance we're not going to win this fight anymore. But a big part of this is because I wasn't aggressive enough, okay? Every second that goes by is an opportunity for a mistake by either team. If I'm already leading, I want to push the pace to reduce the amount of time left in order to, so I can win the game, right? It's like if you're playing in a sports game, okay? If I'm up by like 20 points in a basketball game, I want the game to end faster. You know what I mean? I don't want the game to go longer, because the longer the game goes on, the more likely it is that they can overcome the deficit and have a comeback. So when I have an advantage, I need to push the pace and use that advantage. Otherwise, eventually you or someone else in your team is going to do something like this, and then all of a sudden your advantage is gone. In fact, now you're actually at a disadvantage because the ball is returned. So now you're in a 4-on-5 situation. Regardless, you go in here, Dynamite forces Zenyatta Trance. At this point, you need to leave. Like, this is way too dangerous for you. Like, there is 3 enemies right here, plus the Widow could possibly headshot you in time. You can hear the ball behind you zoning your team. You need to walk back. So I'm like, look, Trance has popped. Great. I'm just going to go back here, and I'm going to chill in this doorway, and then see how the fight develops. Is that what you do? No. You walk forwards, and this is what I mean, is you are like, let me kind of zone the enemy, and hopefully that will lead to a win. That is not the way wins happen, right? You're like, hey, I'll just stand here, and hopefully everything will be fine. The Zenyatta's pop Trance. I have no shield, and I'm 2/3 health, and the ball is going after my supports. This is a big mistake, right? And I think the enemy team realizes this right away. Think about it from the Ashe's perspective. Does this scare me as the Ashe? Right? Okay, great. I've broken your shield, so I know you have no shield. I'd say you headshot it there. Trance is popped. You see how the Ashe is pushing you? Because she has no fear right now, because Trance is up. There's no way you can kill her. So she's going to walk in and kill your team or kill you. Right? The other team is making a better, I say pretty much everybody in this game is making better reads onto like who has the advantage than you are. And that's really, really important as you kind of return to Overwatch. It's like you understand like, hey, am I winning? Am I losing? What do I need to do in this situation? You stay out here against all these enemies, and you see they all know you're gonna die here. Like all 3 of these heroes are like, oh hey, cool, let's just kill you right now. Because they know, again, your shield got broken initially, so they know you have no shield, and you use Grasp to do nothing here, right? They try to body block this door for some reason. And then now they're like, look, you're out of options. You have no grasp, you have no shield, so whatever health you got is finite, and now it's an easy burn down, and they'll walk into you. Like, the Zen even ends the trance in your face, because he's so confident that you're going to die here. Right? Like, that's that's a huge misplay by you to not read that. First of all, I think this all would have been avoided if you've been aggressive initially. Like, if the Widow jumped up and she got a pick, so be it. Like, what are you going to do about it? You can't stop Widow all game long. There's no hero in the game that can do that, right? There's always going to be chances that the Widow's going to get a pick. So be it, right? The key thing is just push the pace. Widows want fights to last longer, because the longer fights last, the more time they have to take shots, and every single shot they take is a potential kill. That's why Widows don't like comps that go very fast, dive comps, rush comps, etc., because they don't have time to go to look for headshots. They just get steamrolled too quickly. You need to always have that mentality against Widow, which is play fast against Widow, right? Playing faster allows you to cut down the number of shots so that you can get kills quickly and then run her over. Alright. So jumping forwards. You get super low here somehow and you just force the grass. Or you get bumped down. This is a bad nano. This works, I think, as a flux. This is like a crazy flux. You did this from really far away. But it does, in fact, actually work. I probably wouldn't have done that, but I guess this one does work. I think it's like tough to make that read that far away. I think good shield. I would have attacked. This is tough because the timing is slightly off. Like, you almost save her. It looks like this one against the... Yeah, you need to do it like a half second earlier, or rather later. It's tough though. The splash might have still have killed her, even from the shield hitting it. But yeah, I mean, you did the best I can. I think that's understandable. I wouldn't have used shield to destroy those because you need that shield right now. Like those mines right there are not hurting anybody. Like these mines right here, who cares about them? Like you can just walk by them, it's fine. Like nobody's gonna like walk on top of the cart and jump into the stairwell right now. So I would have kept the shield because not only do you lose the health in the shield, you also lose the regen time on the shield by keeping the shield down. So it's a double whammy. So you probably have like 300-ish more health right now on the shield if you hadn't done that, which was relevant as now you're dropping really low. Oh, it's a bad flick. Again, this ball is not your problem. Like, you need to get here, attack these mines, and go up, and then take this spot right here. That's what you need to do. Take this spot, or take this corner even, and this fight's won. But playing here, no good. The ball is winning this game by just constantly making sure that you're not doing anything of value. And you're helping him by making sure you're not doing anything of value. See, what you're doing right now is good. You're finally attacking the back line. Right? This is good. This is like a super high value hypersphere. This forces splashes like 2 people, 3 people, and forces 4 people to take cover. This is massive value, right? This is what you need to be doing right now versus attacking the ball. Totally ignore the ball. Just do stuff like this all game long. This is a really bad grasp. You're at 400 health, right? You're not in any danger. You have cover relatively close. Don't do this. You should have attacked. That was actually a really big attack that you just missed. Both the attack there and the hypersphere were not on target. Sorry, both the attack there and the rock were not on target. Yeah, I think this is just sloppy overall. I think you're having trouble with the pace of the game. Is a lot what I'm reading. Is like you're not just not reacting to things fast enough on understanding. Okay, where do I need to go? How fast do I need to go there? Like, you get nervous here, and that's why you pop grasp. And because you pop grasp and you've wasted your shield on doing like other like bad like inefficient things, now you have no ability. When you do get surprised right now, like I eat the shot, I immediately grasp. Like I turn grasp right away. But yeah, I mean you get too low, inefficient shield, inefficient grasp, etc. Now you have to reset. Going Monkey's a good choice here. I think Monkey's great against this comp. The question is, are you actually good at Monkey? And that is a different story. So confirm your team. Steps are 1, confirm team is ready to go. Number 2, dive enemy, right? And confirm or scout enemy. Number 3, dive in. So I would never in a million were like this is a really bad spot to go because if anyone is looking at this, I can't do anything. I can't jump up because they're going to be constantly attacking me, right? So I want to walk this way and see what I can get, and then potentially jump up here. I can even, if I'm here, jump all the way over to here like this. Another option is to go outside. But I think walking this way is extremely dangerous because if you get scouted, then you completely have to reset, right? Like this is a full reset right now because you're so low, right? You're at 180, 190 health, you jump in, this is crazy, right? The ball knows right away that you've made a mistake. Like, he knows you're low, he knows you're half health. I know you're concerned about the time, but there's 9 seconds. 9 seconds is a long time, okay? Okay, you don't need to do anything right now, but like now you're kind of forced to. He goes in. He's like, oh cool, you're over there. I'm just gonna kill you. Right? It's so obvious that you've made a mistake. So obvious that you've made a mistake. Right? I think everyone's reading here that like, hey, look, like you're gonna die here. Right? See, the Zen's looking at you, Ball's looking at you. Like it's very clear. I don't think you look like a Winston player to me. I might be wrong, but like you look way better at Sigma than you do in Winston. So I think, depending on how you feel about winning versus practicing, you might not want to play Winston a lot if you're not that experienced on him. All right, so let's cover defense. You see, like you're trying way too hard to shield off your teammates. Like, just chill. They let them live their life. You know, like there's only so much you can do. I wouldn't worry about it. Like right now, it's like okay to shield for them if you really want to. There's like probably a few times it actually is okay, but like the shield is off angled, and you're not really doing anything productive. Versus here, where I could just be continually attacking. Your perspective should be, I need to stop this cart. How do I stop this cart? I need to attack the people on the cart. Because if I attack the people on the cart, they will leave the cart because they don't want to die. That has to be your perspective as to how you're going to win this, right? Keep attacking people on the cart. I wouldn't leave that shield up, by the way, because you're going to need that, right? So, yeah. So this is a good example where like the shield management here is not good. I wouldn't have thrown that shield out because I was never in any particular danger. Don't shield off spam. Maybe that's a good general tip. Don't shield off just like random damage that's never going to result in a death. It's not necessary. Use the shield for like important engagements where you could possibly die or a teammate could possibly die. That's what shields are for, or blocking like a CC ability like Sleep Dart, right? That's what shield is for. Not just like, oh, I'm just going to put shield out here at the beginning of the game so that it can be a shield. That's not helpful to anybody, right? They're just going to blow it up very quickly, and then you remove one of the tools that you have to deal with the situation. But also, here, you get super low. At this moment in time, 175 for a tank is basically critical health, right? Even a 248 with a Widow staring at you, you got to grasp here. I know the timing here is tight, but like the problem is that you're just not doing enough already, which allows you to get low. Like for me, if I was playing this game, I would have constantly been attacking all the time. Now I'm attacking left side of the card. Left side, 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 left. Like you see how many attacks I would just constantly be trying to get in here? I never take this much damage in this situation. And once I'm in this situation, I'm like, okay, great, I dropped like below like 250, 300. Now I put shield up. Right? Now I put shield up, and now I can keep applying pressure. If my shield breaks, I still have grasp, and then I can rotate to another piece of cover or get healed or whatever ends up happening. Like the first point is like completely thrown because it doesn't feel like you know A, how to play the map, but B, like what to do like in this situation at all. You look like you're very confused as like what you're supposed to be doing. You could have rocked him back there. I don't know that. Again, I see Ball here with adaptive shields. I don't even use the rock here. If I rock him, he's not going to die. You, Lifeweaver, and a soldier from 30 meters away are not going to kill this Ball. May's here. Maybe could have gotten there. It may as well. It's possible. I still think it's unlikely. But I think you got better things to do with your time. See? The Widow's here. You're trying to shield. The Widow's not even looking here. You know what I mean? Like, just attack her. Like, the attacking is way more effective because as soon as you hit her, she's going to leave. There's no way the Widow's going to take 2 shots from you and just stay here and then try to take another shot. She's going to leave immediately, so the shield's going to be useless anyway. Right? Just the best way to deal with Widows is to attack them and or kill their team. So, right here, there's an Ashe in your face. Like, going after the Ana, I kind of understand, but this Ashe is actually out of LOS. I would just go for the Ashe right now. But if you want to go for the Ana, that's fine too. Right? But now you're kind of reconsider, okay, look, this is why you go for the Ashe, because your teammates can help you with the Ashe. Your teammates can help you with the Ana. Like, if you did any damage to this Ashe, she dies right now. She's got like, what, 55 health? 50 health. So one Hypersphere direct would have been a kill right now, which would have saved the point. Unfortunate miss. Another good example where, like, you're not having a good read of what your health is. Like, your panic here, I bet because you're purple. Why are you grasping right now? Maybe you were trying to absorb Coach Gun so she couldn't get away, but that feels unlikely to me. It would be a very high IQ play, but you didn't pull it off anyway. Reasonable rock attempt, I understand that. By the way, once she has gotten here, I don't care about her anymore, right? Because she can always step back behind the shield, and the Honest can keep her alive. Sigma only does like 75 damage a second, 73-ish. So there's no way. Ana heals 92 health a second. It's mathematically impossible for me to kill this Ashe. Even with the rock combo, I still can't kill her. So why am I bothering trying to kill the Ashe? I could kill her if I meleeed her at the end, like if I'm close to the melee. But like that assumes the Ana hits 0 darts and has no grenade. Why am I trying to kill her? Why don't I just kill the Zen? Right? Like, throw the shield, zone off the Zen, walk in here, body block, right? You don't even need to zone off the Zen. I mean, the shield's mostly to prevent you from getting naded and slapped. Like, shield off, walk in, stand here, Zen dies. Like, you are literally 3 seconds away from a kill on the Zen, no matter, even if this is the best Zen in the world, like, this Zen is dead. Like, he is grossly out of position. This should be an easy kill on the Zen, but instead you're trying to fight a target that's being pocketed by the Ana. Hopefully at this point you realize there's a Zen in there. Yes, great. Walk in and kill him. Just walk in and kill him. Like, you gotta be less afraid. Just walk in and kill him. Like, you have 440 health there. You have to just walk in and kill him. That's a bad rock. So, mines are popped here. So, whatever. Like, who cares? I understand the general idea to pull back because you're low. I think that you need to shield off and then just, like, walk behind the point. Like, I don't know why you're walking forwards right now. This is not the time to be walking forwards. It's funny because, like, generally speaking, you're, like, way too passive. And this is a situation where I'm like, wait, why are you walking forwards? Like, you're critically low. You have no grasp for another 9 seconds. The ball's in your face. He could literally just gun you down right now in, like, a second and a half. Why are you walking forwards right now? Like, go backwards. And now you have dynamite. Now you're burning. Like, just walk backwards, right? Walk backwards, destroy this mine, play this part, right? Or play behind the cart. Like, you got some options here, but definitely don't walk in the open because now shield's broken and now you're in trouble. Very lucky you're not dead right there. Reasonable time for the rock. All right. Mace fragging out, so great. We'll take it. I don't know why you did melee. All right, great. I can't believe you missed that one. I would keep pushing. I would keep pushing. There's no reason to stop. Like, keep pushing. Look for a kill in the Zen. Look for a kill in the Ana, right? Look for a kill in the ball. Like, whatever I can get. Because I also want to farm the remaining of my Flux so I can use Flux to defend it. Because with 16% left, it's possible they might cap this point before I can get Flux. So I'm going to walk forwards right now. There's no risk right now to me whatsoever. For me, like for my team, maybe. For me, 0 risk right now for me. Impossible for me to die. Walk forwards right now, get kills. Right? Both DPS are just responding right now. Like, see, if you walk forward, you could have killed the Ana. Well, your team gets it. Anyway, great. That's a stagger. We'll take it. As soon as you see this, right, you ate some damage. Great. You're discorded. Throw up shield, right? Throw up shield, then attack. Ball slams. Who cares? Again, who cares about the ball? Forget the ball. Like, right now, my priority is not the ball. My priority is get back in cover to survive because I have 270 health and my supports are being dove. That grasp was extremely late. Alright, so again, yeah, I was going to say, control the corner, right? Be the one the Widow is shooting at to prevent her from doing any damage. Just play here. Just constantly jiggle peek and keep attacking her to make sure she doesn't get this angle to do this. Right? And now, you know, you're down 4 and 5. So your goal is, hey, look, can I either trade out for someone quickly? Like, did someone get low? No. Play back, because at least you have to give space and try to play time here. But if the ball's already here at this point, you don't have any time to play back because the ball's going to stop the retreat. Just continue playing the corner. I think you can play the corner here and then flux as soon as possible in order to maybe get kills, but most likely just force out trance. I think retreating now is going to be too difficult because there's too many angles now to cover. But we will see if that's true or not. I like the way you threw shield first to make sure you don't get CC'd. Right, great, excellent. Yep, we get kills here. So I think that was generally generally you played that well. I think that I would have played it like a little differently, but I think that what you did worked out just fine. Great. So, by the way, right here, I would stop chasing the ball and go to this room because I can hear the Zen attacking on the right. Don't forget about the ball because you might get a pick on a Zen here and buy yourself another 15 seconds. But you should learn the lesson from before, right? Don't give them this corner. I want to stay at this corner as long as I possibly can and constantly keep harassing. See? Like, you want them to start taking damage pressure as soon as they're here. Not when they're here and they're going to push you off the angle. Right? That's what Sigma's good at, is just constantly spamming down. Keep applying pressure. You're at 600 health right now. You're in no danger, right? Keep applying pressure. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. Good. That's really, really good. Brock right there. For the record, your wasted grasps that regularly happen result in you dying right now. Like, let's see when your last grasp was, and did you need it? Did you need grasp right now? You're at 550 health, and you're next to a corner. Even if you get slept right now and naded, you're not going to die, right? Your supports are all here. You're fine. You're, like, totally fine here. This grasp right now costs you the first point, right? Because then, later on, when you actually need it, right now would be a massive moment for grasp. When everyone is focusing you down, you've gotten, like, 300 health right now. But, nope, don't have it. Too low. Right? You're only able to pop it once you get way too low. 2, 1... Right now, right, you're already at 215 balls behind you, and now you're dead. All right, reset. Hit the tracer. Almost get it. All right, still get it. Great. I don't think you can get this challenge. Good. Yep. Good kill. All right, balls in your backline. Yeah, there's nothing you do to stop this. It's fine. I would be careful pushing this right now because you have 360 health. So I don't know why you're pushing from this angle. I think this is a really good opportunity to point out again that I really think you should think about watching my Havana map guide, because this is not the correct place for a defender to be playing. You don't want to be here. This is suicide. What this is going to allow you to do is they're going to flank around you, take high ground control, and then you're going to be in big trouble because you're going to get isolated from your supports. You do not want to be here. This is a massive mistake. Yeah, you are going to die soon. You're lucky that they didn't all collapse in on you. Because if I'm the Ana there and I see you do this, I'm walking forwards right now. Like, I'm literally just walking forwards right now into you because I think you're gonna die. I don't think I have to worry about, like, you killing me. I think you have to worry about dying here. I think at higher ranks, they just walk into you and kill you. Great, Power Driver goes off, that's fine. Yeah, I would attack here because you need to save your Life Weaver. That's fine, right? He pops Adaptive, he's gonna get the Mega. I would note here that your Life Weaver is still in trouble because... So, your Life Weaver is not in a position where you can get away. So this is a situation, a rare situation, where it's actually the correct call to go after the ball. I knew it right away because think about, let's think through the way this is going to play out. The ball is at 1/3 health, okay? He pops Adaptive Shields, so there's 3 people here, so I see he gets about 300 health. Okay, great, fine. So he's got like 500, 600 health-ish. Give or take 528, all right? Where is he going as he rolls away? He's going to the Mega, which means he's going to be at 528 plus another 250 puts him at 770. And as soon as he's at 770, what's he going to do? He's going to come back and try to get kills, because most likely he's forced cooldowns on your team right now, and he's going to keep trying to fight this out. And that is, in fact, exactly what he's doing, right? Now he's here trying to fight. Now the Tracer's in, and you're just not paying attention to this at all. And until it's really hard, because all game long I've been telling you to not focus the ball, but this is a rare situation where, like, you need to read, wait, your Life Weaver is actually in danger. Life Weaver is not a particularly mobile hero. He's stuck here in the alley with the ball. The ball is super low. You also would have heard him use his dash, by the way, which puts him in grave danger. Like, nothing is going on over here. You need to go back here and help your team. Like, once you hear the Tracer, you definitely need to be here. All right, so you're out here low. Life Weaver's going to die. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this starts from being in the wrong spot. Like, there's no reason to be playing low ground there as Sigma. You should have been playing right here. Somewhere between here to here. Somewhere in this area, depending on where the enemy was set up. I think playing low ground here was a massive mistake. And now you're just not able to do anything to help your team. Right? Like, nothing here matters. Like, you've lost too many. And I don't even know that you're not even gonna get another contest. Okay. So, biggest overall thing is you need to be more aggressive. 100% you need to be more aggressive. Like, way more aggressive. Okay, number 1. Number 2, you need to be more conservative with your shield and grasp and be willing to take some damage and play cover and get support healing in exchange for keeping those abilities up for when you actually need them, not just throwing them away for nothing. That's number 2. Number 3, focus down Widow with damage. Don't try so hard to try to shield her off or shield your teammates. Just try to displace her with your damage itself if she is accessible. She's not always. Like on Junkertown, playing really long angles. Like, for example, when the Widow was all the way by their spawn, right? Like, when she's all the way over here, you're obviously not going to do anything here, right? Like, you can't damage her from the corner when you're defending. Like, you're just way too far away. But, like, you know, if you want to throw a shield up, that's fine, but, like, don't overthink it. Focus mainly on your job, which is space control. That has to be your primary job. All right, so we talked about Widow. And then the last note would be not focusing the ball, right? Ignore the ball completely and just continue applying pressure to the back line. I feel like I missed one there. What was the one I was just thinking of? I remember it was triggered by this fight in particular. Well, whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. I mean, you obviously have the rest of the replay. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Hopefully, this is helpful.